Today on the chat room.
I don't think singlehood is a crime.
This is your coconut head, that's why you're not married.
Guys do this all the time. So why can't I?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Close. You own it to your full chest. I have a bad character. If you want to see craze, you will see craze.
that kind of
You
lady
can play
that
the game. What if you use that person hold body till you find the right one?
Oh, wow.
Spread the tentacles round the whole area.
Yes, now. They do this to us. Catching for a bussy. They do this to us.
Big boss for laying bed.
So people cannot remember the last time they were single.
Why are you attacking me?
The chat room, the chat room, the chat room.
Welcome to the chat room. My name is Kosi Okon and I am your host. On this show, we talk about trending topics, lifestyle, culture, relationship, and much more. Joining me are my co-hosts, Petite.
Hi, baby.
Hello.
I'm good.
You look so pearly.
I'm a princess today.
Aww. You know?
Hey, girl.
Are you very quiet? Because sometimes you're like so quiet, but I'm just like, oh, no, Nina is not that quiet.
Ready for this topic.
Oh my goodness. Up last to the right.
Baby.
Ugh. As usual. Is there a day that you do not slay?
No.
I'm not
That's what I do for a living.
She slays for a living. Whew, my lovely princess. Hi. Gorgeous. Guys, let's give it up for the Nigerian designers. They're amazing. First order of business, let's dive deep into the topic. Nigerian single women. Are they being discriminated upon? Some women have claimed that Nigeria is quite hostile to single women. They have issues in their career, getting an apartment, or even going to the club alone. Guys, is there merit to this claim? Are single women in Nigeria being discriminated upon?
If there's one thing I'll never forget, I'll never forget the fact that 2024, they show me shaggy.
Oh, wow.
Relationship people, I'm coming for you guys.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's so sad. And this thing about being single affecting daily lives, yeah, it happens a whole lot. There was this time I tried to go to the club with my friend. My friend just bought a Benz, and then we started to throw, like, Nigerians call it wash the car. We won't wash the car. So we started to go to the club, looking all cute. We didn't review too much. Oh. I won't mention the name of this restaurant / lounge. And we got in there, and the security guy was like, "Yeah, Tuma, do you have a reservation?" I'm like, we tried to reserve the spot online, but they told us to, like, just walk in.
Right.
And you're telling me that we have to say, sorry, if you don't come with somebody, you can't enter here.
Oh my God.
You need to come with a man.
Okay.
So are they, like, assuming that maybe you are a lady of the night just because you don't have someone on your arm?
Maybe
or you're not on a person's arm?
reason.
It's just so sad that they just generalize.
Oh.
And they feel ladies can afford to buy a bottle of Dom P or champagne or Ace of Spade.
Yeah.
I'm a boss lady. I work for my money. If I want to go to the club, I want to spend my money. I am definitely going to do that. Their loss would have gotten so many bottles, by the way.
Right. So, but then, Inam, is it through, or have you ever had this experience whereby, you want to go get an apartment and they tell you that you're single? Oh, okay. Ooh. Inam, please hold that. It seems like she's very passionate.
I was house hunting last year, and I saw an apartment and I liked it a lot. And then can you imagine the landlord is saying, "Oh, you will not be able to afford it. You're a lady." Okay, some landlord will go to the extent of, I need your boss number. I need to know that you work in this place that you'll be able to afford the apartment. But if it's a guy getting the apartment, do they ask for all these?
They will not. Is this the same experience for guys?
Something like this happened.
Another one is,
okay.
The landlord said, "Oh, I just want just you to stay.
Yes.
No other lady.
No other ladies.
No roommates.
You get
No roommates.
What does that mean? Because some of you used to do.
Like, he assumed that you were a lesbian just because you wanted to.
It's not just lesbian. Some of you.
A woman of great virtue.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
So you put now. I was like, I don't understand.
Princess.
Something like this happened recently to one of my friends. So she called me. I was at the office and she called me and she said, "Oh, Princess, I just gave your number to my landlord." I'm like, why? She said, "Oh, I told my landlord I work under you." I'm like, "Work under me? How? How?" I'm down. She said, "Oh, no, because she wanted to take this apartment." And the man was like, "Oh, he needs to know where she works. And he needs to know if her salary is around that rent, so he can give her the house, that she should give him a boss number." And I'm like, "Okay, bring it on. I'm waiting for you."
But you know, salary verification is done all over the world. That I can understand. But do they do the same thing with these guys? Eden, what do you think?
No, of course, the
think
stereotype around single women, I would say specifically in Nigeria, is just crazy because I think they already just assume that if they see you driving a particular type of car,
The man bought it.
your man bought it.
Oh.
And as I said, this patriarchal system in our country needs to be regulated, needs to be reformed because, I
Right.
mean, women cannot feel like I should boast about this certain thing because people will make an assumption that I got it from somebody, right? And I feel like there's nothing wrong with being single. I feel like the way they come up, single women, like, "Oh, you know, you will not get man," and stuff. I just feel like there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody must not be in a relationship.
True.
Some people genuinely don't really fantasize about marriage and relationship like other people. Some people love their space. Some people don't like to share their space. Some people don't mind being by themselves. And there's nothing wrong with being in a relationship or fantasizing about marriage. But my thing is, they make it look like because a woman is single, she belongs to a certain type of stereotype. If they see her out with girls having fun, they feel like she was sponsored by
A rich man. And not only that, guys, some women have even claimed that this is also affecting their career and advancement opportunities at their workplace. Princess, do you think this is true?
Definitely, because sometimes it works like this. You know, for men, sometimes some men will say, "Oh, when they want to go get a contract, they need to put on a wedding ring just so the person that they are going to see,
they look more responsible.
So they look more responsible." So it applies to ladies. So sometimes you see ladies going to hit this big contract and they wear wedding rings. And when you ask, "Yes, I'm engaged, I'm married." Why? Because they just want to bring up, thank you. They just want you to see them that, "Oh, okay, I will be able to do what and do this contract that you're about to place on me."
So you're trying to say that men also go through this, maybe in some capacity?
Men go
But do you
through
think it's like the same with the women?
No,
I
it's
think
not.
the women, the women is more common. Yeah, women really face it a lot.
Right.
But face a lot.
Right, but is this like coming from, like, where is this coming from? Is this like, you know, from a religion perspective? Because I know that in some religions, in some countries that are like, you know, you know, very extreme, you know, religions, like they will tell you that, "Oh, a woman can go to the mosque or travel alone or do this alone." Is this where this is coming from? Or is there like, is this a cultural thing? Who knows?
It's just mindset.
I
I think it's just mindset.
I think it's cultural thing. Why I said it's like a cultural thing is because it's back in the days, ladies stay in their house and
ladies
the husband,
don't
do you understand?
things.
The husband will come and say, "Oh, we saw a beautiful flower, we came to pluck it." So they expect you to be in your father's house and they come to pluck you. So when you want to go, you want to stay alone, but probably you need your privacy, your space, and you want to stay alone. They feel like, "Oh, you're not responsible. You're not responsible." That's the reason why you need to be in your father's house so that a man will come and pluck you, so that a man will come and marry you. And it's just so tiring and it's exhausting.
Right.
I feel it's not just I think it's a Lagos thing. Yeah. You wouldn't meet the CEO of Fortune 1 company and ask her, "Where did you get this money from?" Or "Why are you renting this apartment?" So I think the few ladies that live on the island are hustlers. They just put us in a box. Yeah. Hustlers hustling in and out. So I don't know. I don't know.
Living on the island, I like
it is. I live on the island and I live on the island and I'll say living on the island is overhyped. Yes, it is overhyped. It is so expensive. But if you have work around that area, you have no choice but to leave.
Some people will do
there.
whatever they can do.
Peer pressure
on the island.
There's nothing here, please.
I don't even think it's reasonable. I shouldn't use the word reasonable, but it's necessary to want to leave your father's house on time. I'm serious. I don't think I don't think it's something you just want to do. Maybe
all right, ladies,
to lead you out.
Yeah. All right, ladies. Okay, when we come back, we're going to talk about single women and their safety needs here in Nigeria? Do they feel safe
my
being
topic.
alone? I know it's your topic, but we'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to the chat room. Before we left off, we were talking about the safety of single women in Nigeria. Inam, you wanted to start us off.
Yes, so I feel like I used to say this thing, and it might come off derogatory, but I say that women in general, especially in Nigeria, seem like endangered species. Yes, because a woman cannot go out at a certain time because she's afraid that she's going to be a victim. A woman cannot go to certain places at certain times because of the way she's going to be looked at. I mean, everyone can do what they need to do, but then they feel like if a woman should be in a place with a man, the next thing is, oh, be sure that someone is there with you guys. And I'm not saying that every man is like this. I'm only just saying that the stereotype around women and how people look at us like we're susceptible to harm, and people look at us like they can easily take advantage of us, is really so dear to my heart. Like, it really disturbs me, because women shouldn't always feel afraid to go to certain places. A woman cannot live alone because she feels like her neighbors need to see. Like, I saw a video on TikTok, and one lady was like, how I live as a single woman. She literally, even if hers is like a little over the top, she got like a mannequin to put in front of her house, like to dress like a man, to make it look like she has a man that stays with her, so that if people want to come or anything, they'll know that there's a man that stays there. It reduces quality of life, to be very honest.
I think I saw that video, but I also think it was made in the United States, if I'm not wrong. So does that mean then that this is a global issue, or is this a security problem in Nigeria, or does this only affect women, or both men and women in Nigeria? Because we actually do have a security problem in Nigeria.
Everyone is affected. Do you understand? Everyone is probed to danger. Do you understand? It's how we protect ourselves. When we're talking on base off of women, it's a situation where a man might not have the same struggles we have.
Right.
A woman, I have a friend that went working out. She was jogging, and then she got robbed. They took her phones, they took everything. And she went back home. Her fit farm ended there. Do you understand? But then, like, I see guys like jogging on the road. I even see them like on the bridge, walking and everything. And I'm sure they don't really care too much about time. Well, I don't know. I'm not a man, so I don't know what their struggles are. I'm only going to speak based off of being a woman. Because of that, I already have this instilled fear in me.
But then do you also think that even women feel comfortable, like maybe going around alone? Because, you know, sometimes you go around and people are making all kinds of noises, calling you in weird tones with their mouth.
Cats calling you.
Speak for the ladies that don't have a car, you have to jump from one bus to another. Harassment. We are always dress decent, dress indecent. They are going to harass you, from the Admiral boys or the Park boys, all those Igbo Park boys. Harass you. Even the conductor. A conductor will not want to give you a change. Especially when I have had an experience. Give me my change. The conductor ran with my change.
Oh my God.
He drove up. I was about to come down. I came down actually, but my heel, I was wearing a short heel, so the heel broke. So I was like, give me my... About drove off.
So talking about this topic kind of like brings back memories, not happy ones.
I'm so sorry.
I was robbed twice. And a gun was pointed at my face, right?
Oh my
Double
God.
barrel. I would never forget. I was in school. Then in uni, I got robbed. If you're in Calabar, you know where they call Calabar South, where we have Colombo boys. They are like the touts in that area. And once in 2 months, they rob. And it's like a constant thing. Yeah?
I said once in 2 months.
Yes. So it's like a constant thing. I was coming back from uni then, classes then, and it was really late, like after 6. I just got this my very first designer bag. And I was so happy. I was like, oh my God, finally, I'm not a big girl, you know? The very first, I think it was the classic Chanel, the very first one. It was a gift. And I was like so happy I had the bag. And I got a new phone then. And I was about entering into the streets leading to my house, and someone pulled out the gun. I was like, give me your bag, give me your bag. And I was like, you know what? Let me just drag this back. Cassandra, you're a gangster. You can just at the same time I was like, I beg, I don't think it's my time to die, right?
Your life is
Just let it go. I went home, I cried my eyes out, and it happened again. And I just woke up home and I said, Mommy, I think I'm done with school. I'm leaving here. So talking about this, I feel the government really needs to do something.
Right.
I feel the Constitution protects the males more. They don't say anything about it. If you say, oh, so person raped me, so person did something to me, they just feel you're lying or you're making it up.
What did you wear?
What did you wear?
Exactly.
Yes.
So it's so sad that I'm sorry to say this, but I feel this is something that our first lady, the first lady of this beautiful country, she's meant to pick up and address, right? She should add that to her agenda for next year. Yes, because it's not safe here. And I don't think I would want my child to go through what I went through. So you see, you guys were talking and it was PTSD, triggered all that back again. And yeah, God, I just wouldn't wish this on anyone. Yeah, thank you.
Funny enough for me, I don't think a lady's dressing should lead her into molestation.
Of course.
Lots of all those pedophiles that sleep with ladies, young girls.
Children.
You're going to tell me that those children expose their bodies.
Right.
So now it's just your mindset.
Mindset
It's
thing,
somebody
yeah.
that...
Dirty mindset.
Thank you, dirty
Psychiatric
mindset.
disorder.
Thank you so much. That's what you want to do. Talking about the Lagos hustle and bustle. So it happened to me recently. I was driving back from work. So I'll just be playing music now and be coming on my own. So we're in traffic. I just saw someone knock on my... I'm like, So like, what's the problem? The next thing I'll hear is, give me your phone. Give me your wristwatch. And I'm like, are you serious? Is this how it happened? So because of the fear and everything around me, I started pulling everything up.
Hey.
My phone, you want... So it was when I got to the house, it dawned on me that all my properties have gone.
Oh my God.
Our security is one thing we need to... The government or anyone we're calling right now will not act fast. So we need to take charge.
Right.
So be where you want to be. If you know you're not going home early, just stay there.
Well, why does it have to be that way, though? I walk around with a pepper spray, and it's
Yes.
and
And I even
really
heard that
sad.
you're not supposed to walk around with a pepper spray.
That's
No,
the
yes,
thing.
you
How
can.
do I now feel
I heard that
safe?
you're not supposed to.
Yes.
Now you
After
can't
that
walk
incident, someone was telling me, go buy pepper spray.
Someone got me a pepper spray because I was.
But the thing is, I don't want to harm anybody. I just want to clean
Right.
myself.
Right.
I'm not ready for battle.
I'm sorry.
I even sustained injury. I was harassed. I was wearing a proper dress, just like you. I find it. I was like, what's that? Leave me alone. I was in a hurry. I was going to work, and then the next thing is, I fell on the floor. I think one of the scars on my body.
And you
I
know,
was
what they will
bleeding.
start saying is, if a man was with you now, it
Yes,
would not have
what
happened.
It made me, I took classes.
their words.
I had to take karate classes.
Yeah.
And no, I'm talking about this. It's kind of like making me feel so sad and I feel like crying. But like,
Oh, don't cry.
it's it's something I wouldn't wish on anyone. They should do something about this.
We have
We
to
have
start from
leaders. We should,
somewhere.
I don't know,
We have to
social
start
media,
from
start a
somewhere.
campaign or something.
Protect our women.
Yeah, we've been
I
doing
think we need
campaigns,
to.
but we need to start from somewhere. And I'm going to see this as a pageant girl. No matter whatever platform I'm on, I'm always going to speak on how pageant girls are taken advantage of.
Oh,
Yes.
Pageant girls
Wow.
are constantly taken advantage of. And these are young girls.
Right.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, at most maybe 24. And we are put in situations where, or I've seen women being put in situations where they need to do certain things. Thank goodness I didn't have that experience firsthand. But then I've heard stories. I've had people message me and tell me, Inem, how was yours? This is what happened to me.
Oh.
Before they give you crown, they feel like you need to do something.
Oh
do you
my
understand?
God.
And these are people that, and the way they glorify the crown, these are girls that they've worked years for that particular crown. I'm not saying that I'm going to judge anybody, but then the thing is, they are sometimes, I won't say they are forced to do whatever they do. They willingly feel like, what do I have to do? Let me just do it.
choice.
Get this crown.
Right.
Do you understand?
Absolutely.
It's just tiring. It's just, we need to start from somewhere. Let us begin to regulate who are the people doing pageants now.
Right.
People can't just wake up one morning and because they have money and do a random pageant.
Abuse
No,
your
I 100%
power.
disagree.
You're right.
And I'll do whatever I need to do in
Although
my
I heard
power
that
to make sure that it
register,
stops.
but I think it's not properly done.
It's not just about registering. How accredited are you? And you as a person, what is your track record? Before you just wake up one and do a pageant. No, I disagree.
Guys, we're going to take a quick break. We did not mean for these to, trigger people, but it seems like it touches a very, soft spot in people's heart. And we're really sorry to the young ladies here in Nigeria for having to go through this. And I hope that government officials can do better. We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. This is the chat room. My name is Kosi Okon. Before we went on a break, it was very emotional here. We will move on to the next topic today, which is the family pressures that single women face here in Nigeria. Princess, let's lighten up the mood. What do you think?
Personally, I've not had any experience. My mom, my dad, no one is pushing me or dragging me to go get married. But I've heard stories that some ladies would say, not even their mom, but my mom's sister is already throwing words at me. And they're already calling my mom and telling my mom, are you not going to talk to your daughter? When is she going to bring a man home? But me, I'm trying to say, I don't think it's by force. I don't think singlehood is a crime. I don't think you being single, you're possessed. I don't think you being single, you need to go to a mountain. Go and pray, fire, thunder, God give me...
2024.
Thank you. I don't think you need... And
There's more
the funny
to
thing
life.
is that, love comes to you in a situation
when you're not even looking.
when you're not even looking. Just be focused, do what you're doing, be a career woman, have your money, enjoy your life. Because when you enter that marriage, I'm not saying marriage is not sweet, though, but it is. What I'm saying is that you will not be able to enjoy what you want to enjoy before.
You have to, as women, I would say this, right? The center men in your life.
Yeah.
You are more than being a woman, somebody's wife.
Right.
You are more than being in a relationship.
Right.
Relationship is not everything. Relationship is beautiful. Don't get me wrong.
Love is good.
Well, love is good. It's good to have companionship. But at the same time, it is not a bad thing if you are not with somebody. It's not a bad thing. We need to, I think also you need to come from within.
Yeah.
Ask yourself, what would a relationship do for me?
Right.
Do you understand? Why do I necessarily feel like I must be in a relationship? Some people cannot remember the last time they were single because they're in one relationship or the other. When you are having that recurring pattern, step back and ask yourself, let me find myself. Let me find things I love. Let me take myself on a date. Let me buy myself flowers.
Sorry to cut you short. When you said that most people can't remember the last time they were single. Why are you attacking me? But
The same way some people can remember the last time they were in a relationship.
The thing is, babe, what if I'm not trying to heal? I just want to from the next to the next to the next to the next. Because two complete guys do this all the time. So why can't I? Yeah.
So I feel like it's a self-reflection thing. Why I said that is when you're in the relationship, I feel like you should take time for yourself. Do you know why? You're not perfect, and your significant other is not perfect. You get so you need to assess yourself and tell yourself, what did I do wrong? Why did this relationship not go? You need to assess. Sometimes it's not just the man's fault.
Step back.
You need to step back and assess yourself.
And know where and where you were at fault.
Sometimes it's not just you. Most guys are avoidance. Most guys are
I'm that
yes.
kind of lady
Okay,
that-
so it doesn't necessarily. I am never the problem. I am never the problem, and it is not. Yes, I am never the problem because if I get into a relationship with you, I'll give you my all. I'll show you that I'm a sweet girl. But if you want to see craze, you will see craze.
I'm that kind of
You
lady
can play
that
the game.
if you break up with me today, I'm calling you tomorrow, not for us to reconcile, but I'm calling you because I want to find out why. No, keep quiet. I'm calling you because I want to find out why.
Yeah.
What's the reason? Why did we break up? So I don't.
So you
do
want
it
closure,
again.
but we know that closure
don't do
leads
it
to something
again.
else.
Sometimes we don't need closure.
You don't need closure sometimes. You want
Sometimes closure is only to fulfill a particular need in your mind. You feel like you need to. Sometimes there's no need to.
I'm
know.
not doing
You don't
closure
need
for you to
friendships.
come back.
No, it's not about coming back. You don't need to know why the person switched up.
Yeah.
Human beings are human beings.
And
People
human beings,
change.
yeah.
Exactly. Even you, the person you were last 2 months is not who you are now.
right.
You don't need to meet somebody to seek validation or something. Oh, I don't think this person will actually do this to me. Let me hear from them. No, it's not that. See, to be honest, the way you see someone behave take it and move on with your life. If they say they don't want, you don't need to get any closure, my sister. Do whatever you need to do.
I think,
for yourself. Find closure
I
with
think the
yourself.
closure princess wants is
Bring it on.
closure.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Closure.
I
You
mean,
understand what I
they
mean?
say, you know, the makeup is the.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But you guys, let me ask you though. Some single women feel very judged.
Yeah.
If you're not, you know, married, they say
Married
it's
at
because
some
of your
certain age.
bad character, right? They will
You're
judge
right.
you.
You're right.
You
Yeah.
understand?
In the work
Are we
setting,
very
sometimes-
judgmental?
Yes, in the work setting, sometimes you might have a colleague that's a guy, and he will tell you, maybe probably you are having misunderstanding, telling him, oh, let's do it this way.
That's why
And
you're
he's
not
telling
married.
you, let's do it this way. And he's like, no, no, I know what I'm doing. This is the right way. And the next thing the guy will tell you is this your coconut head, that's why you're not married.
Ah.
You cannot be
Is this
submissive.
bad behavior?
Yes, listen,
Yes,
you
you
have a
can
backup. Why are you bringing my...
You own it to your full chest. I have a bad character.
Also,
So
some men think like if they speak to you and you are not in agreement with whatever they are proposing, they will not start bashing you and making it look like, oh, that's why you are single.
That's why
now.
you're single.
Oh no, I'm not. It's not that that's why I'm single. I don't just want you, honey. Then they make it look like, oh no, you are single and everything. There are so many fishes in the sea. There's a quote I saw. They said, because I'm thirsty, no means say I go drink gutter water.
Right.
To be honest, I feel like if you're single, I would say count yourself lucky because you have the opportunity to see what you want. You have the opportunity to learn about yourself.
Exactly.
In that situation, you can decide. I want this. Who is the person? Who is the inner I am in this season in my life? And I have to find someone that matches up to that. If they don't match up to that, you move on. Eventually, you will grow and evolve. You meet people. But imagine if you're stuck in a relationship where you feel like the person you were when you met that person is not the person you are now.
what if you
It's
use
hard.
that person hold body till you find the right one?
Oh, wow.
But
Yes,
the funny
now,
is
that's
not
what
all
body
ladies
means.
think that
Like
way.
you just keep him by the side and then find your Mr.
Find
Right.
your Mr.
Men
Right.
do this to us a lot now.
They say I cannot put my head in one
Ah,
basket.
well,
So
yes.
why should I be the one to
Why?
put my full body in a basket?
Exactly.
So what? You want to cheat?
Yes, now we'll do now.
legs.
Spread the tentacles round the whole area. Pure and clean.
Guys,
Make her for gas. She they do for rent.
You get?
You get
This one for
yes now.
Guys.
This to us. Nkechi for egusi. Mary for pepper soup. They do this to us
Big
a
boy
lot,
for laying
right?
bed.
oh my
You
God.
understand? For cleaning house.
Person,
This one for taking you out. They'll see. They'll not say, "Oh, this one she's fashionable."
Yes.
I'll use this one for
Show
anything
off.
I want to. I love you, my darling.
And
babe.
guys, even talking about this, I was actually, reading some comments on social media where some single ladies have actually also claimed that they've lost their really good friends that got married. Do you think that this
you're
is
married and you
can't
feel you
relate.
don't want to be in?
India, oh,
My
India,
best friend
India.
is married, happily
Yeah.
married, and then we have the most. In fact, I'm 100% going to be happy
You
that
are
God
very
brought
lucky.
her into my life.
You're very, very lucky.
because-
Mine said I was trying to snatch a husband.
No.
Oh my
The
God.
funny thing here is that
Why? Because her husband liked a couple of my pictures on Instagram.
Oh my
why
God.
is he liking?
Why is it?
Why is he
Why is it like?
Why is he liking?
I'm not that
He said
kind of
he's doing
girl,
too
right? I'm not that kind of
You do.
girl.
Why is he liking?
Will you let
Is
your
he-
man like another
Why is he
girl?
liking? Thank you. Now, wow.
My man won't even
do.
My man won't even be on social media.
Hey!
Then now you see
you
where
are
the
on
lady is
social
coming
media.
from.
Yes.
You're being
Now, Kosi, now she sees where the lady is coming from.
Right.
Because why would he be liking your if I'm the one, if I'm your, I will also be angry.
Why? But why?
Why would he like
Means
your
you're
picture?
insecure.
Hey.
Yeah.
Your man is not even on social media. What are we talking about?
I don't have a man.
Yeah, and they will
But
take
like
your
I'm
man.
saying, if I do have a man, he wouldn't be on social media. I don't want someone.
But is it you that will tell him don't be on social media, or is it you're already looking for a man that has that
I
mentality?
need a man who is not freaked by social media.
Who doesn't even view my status?
Exactly.
Serious.
No, you need to.
Wait, what are you doing
need
on
it.
your
Yeah.
status?
Babes.
No,
You
I
need
need a
to.
man
You
that
need
is
to
not
view. You need to be on my WhatsApp to gas me up all the time.
WhatsApp, okay.
Yeah, on WhatsApp.
When I want you
only.
to gas me up, I'll tell you, baby, check my WhatsApp status.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need to be on WhatsApp. But what are you looking for on Instagram? Snapchat is the worst. What are you doing on Snapchat?
Wait, what happens on Snapchat?
What happens on
Because
Snapchat
you need
stays
to
on
be
Snapchat.
there.
What happens on
I just want to say
He's
something.
there.
A man can cannot be on social media and still cheat.
It's better that way. I don't want to know.
well.
I don't want to find out. Don't rub it in on my face. You are going to like somebody twerking that has BBL. You want me to cry? What?
Oh
You
my
know, some
God.
men don't even like. They don't even like. They just go straight to the DM.
Guys, even talking about the twerking, there is just a lot to cover, but unfortunately, we do not have the time.
We need to create time. Because I need to pour out my heart. Lagos men. Lagos men.
Okay, guys, well, thank you so much for hanging with us. We really, really, really enjoyed today's show, and I hope you did too. Please, if you did, like, share, subscribe, follow us, turn on that notification. You know, engage with us. We love it when you engage with us. Tell us what you want to hear from us. We cannot wait to see you again on next episode. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.